What's going on is Anton from AntonDaniels.com. I appreciate you guys for continuing to rock with me. I did a video detailing my experiences in Los Angeles, and apparently a lot of you live in Los Angeles because I highlighted how nothing was great in Los Angeles as far as my multiple different experiences, traveling back and forth, going to different places, been to Skid Row, been to Hollywood, been over in Orange County, been far out to see a bunch of other places, so on and so forth, right? And we all know that California is a huge state, and so there's no way that you're going to see everything. But I go to the tourist destinations. I go to, what else did I go? I went out to Glendale. I went out to downtown. I went to a lot of different places, and I've spent extensive amount of time exploring all of the surrounding areas. I rolled up in the hills and I, looked at all of the electric cars, and I seen the rollout blackouts threat on my iPhone that they threatened to give because the grid was almost overbearing. I seen all of this stuff, right? But the unique thing about this whole experience is that for some reason or another, I'm supposed to bite my tongue and paint this rosy picture that's completely different from what it is that I see and what I experience. I won't. In the same way that I won't bite my tongue when it comes to me seeing a lot of these modern women act out of control and expect for a man to be able to come along and be a stepfather to their little children that they had with Pookie and Ray Ray, and he's supposed to marry her. I won't. In the same way that I also give credit to men and women when they do things great. I also hold accountable a lot of the different men that I interact with, and I say, yo, stop being the worst version of yourself for society. Stop having kids out of wedlock. Stop doing things that you're not supposed to do. Nobody really has a problem with that. I showcased very early on my other channel all of the things that I didn't like about the city of Detroit. And now I see a transformation happening in the city of Detroit. So much so that I decided to invest over $1 million of my own money into the city, including building a content creation space that will be open in November to not to the general public, but will be elevating the type of content that we put out because we've created spaces and workspaces for the people that work for me to be able to go in and do what they do. I've hired new editors, I've hired producers, all kind of stuff, right? I put my own money up. I don't make no excuses. I do what I do. But the point, let's bring it back to the point. The point that I'm making is that I'm very, very honest about what I see, the things that I experience, both good and bad, and I give credit where credit is due, and I acknowledge the bad when I see it. But for some reason, a lot of people always get butthurt, and I think it's just a city thing. I think that people are incredibly territorial when it comes to the city that they live in, and half of you motherfuckers don't even own no property there. Let's just be real. Like, the statistics show that a lot of these people and a large segment of people that are complaining the most, this comes from that hood mentality. I'm just going to be real. I got to tell it like it is. I don't really care what you think. The one thing that I've always done is be absolutely transparent about my thoughts. And I think that if more people were absolutely transparent with how they truly experience things instead of trying to prop it up to be something that it's not, we won't have this society in which we've created this kumbaya, you have to agree with everybody in this echo chamber in order to be accepted type of environment. But what people don't realize, especially to the new people that's on my channel, is that neither I nor a majority of the people that rock with me give a flying fuck. A lot of you people don't even own any property, any business. You probably don't even pay any taxes. You ask the governor and then Biden for a handout so that you can get your student loans forgiven. And then you advocate to eat the rich and for the middle class to pay for your student loans by raising taxes. You are the absolute worst people for your environment, which is cool because it doesn't mean that you can't come back from it. But the point that I'm making is, why are you so territorial about something that you don't even own? You barely even own your house. You don't. The mortgage company still does. And even when you pay it off, you still got to pay your property taxes or they're going to take it from you. Why are you so territorial about somewhere that you don't even own? It's not yours. Just because you were raised there does not make it yours. They remind me of these gang members, right? And I seen this junk growing up in the hood, and it's like you go into the worst environments And they will defend it. And I'm talking about online. I ain't even talking about like no territory that you own that you're making money from and nothing like that. They will defend it with like tooth and nail. They rename it, and you would think that they was actually getting some money from it, the way that they defend these places. You know, I had a conversation with Charleston White in which I dropped a I dropped a clip for the general public. For those of you that's in the Patreon, you got the full thing. And then those of you that are just signing up to the Patreon, you unlock everything. You unlock the mastermind sessions. You unlock the sheesh. I see you, baby girl. You unlock the mastermind sessions. You unlock everything. You unlock the build a business. You unlock the Charleston White interview. You unlock the interview that I am about to drop this weekend with Brittany Renner specifically. You unlock everything, right? So shout out to my bag chasers and all of those that continue to level up. Make sure you tap into the Discord if you're new, because the conversations continue there, extended off of the Patreon. But you know, it's just unique and it's interesting because I did a video with Charleston White in which I dropped a clip, and in the clip he was highlighting his opinion, and then I was co-signing some of the stuff because I agreed with a lot of what he said. And one of the things he was talking about was the lyrics from specific rappers in different regions all across the United States, East Coast, West Coast, whatever. And then I would get DMs from people, man, I don't really like what you said. I was like, oh, are you related to the rapper or something like that? Because some of the rappers actually reached out and we had a conversation. Now, I mean, that's just my region. That's just my place. It's like, oh, you, and I actually asked him, I said, oh, you own property over there? Nah, I was just raised there. That was my hood. Oh, you still live there? Nah, I was just from there. I don't even live there no more. What the fuck are you talking about then? Get the fuck out of my DMs with that bullshit. See, I'm not from Cupcake Land. I wasn't raised on Disney. I was raised in the inner city of Detroit. I'm not sensitive like a lot of you motherfuckers. I'm not tripping off of that. I done been through the worst of the worst. I done seen the worst of the worst and all of that. So all this sensitivity training that you guys need to go through in order to make yourself feel a little better about yourself, good luck with that. Because it doesn't mean anything to me. I'm going to continue to say exactly what it is that I say and highlight the things that I highlight based off of my real experiences. I'll show it on camera and then we'll play it by ear from there. But the one thing is for sure and two things is for certain, Anton from AntonDaniels.com will never bite his tongue. And I genuinely in my heart, maybe you guys can let me know in the comments, help me to understand how it makes sense. How it makes sense for people to be so territorial about places that they don't even still live in areas that they don't even own or have businesses in that contribute to their net worth. If you was just born in a place and that's all it is, and you just from there and you grew up off the music or some dumb shit or something like that, yo, I don't care what you say. Hollywood is fucked up. Skid Row is fucked up. A lot of Los Angeles is fucked up. Yeah, of course they got nice places and ghetto places in every single area, but it's your turn, motherfucker. I go to every single city. Yeah, y'all was acting zesty and extra in Atlanta and y'all laughed at them motherfuckers, but then when it was your turn, you ain't like it. It ain't feel so hot. Man, if you don't get out your feelings, I don't care what people say about Detroit. I know downtown Detroit is awesome. I know Midtown is awesome. I know Sherwood Forest is phenomenal. I know the Boston Edison Dick. I know it's dope. And as a matter of fact, I'm not wanting y'all to come here because that's how y'all fucking up Texas. Everybody in California went and ruined California, and then you left over and went over to Texas, and you went over to Florida, and y'all messing up they stuff and trying to turn a red state blue. Man, if you don't get on out of here with that, get on out of your feelings, bro. Matter of fact, make sure you tap in with me, Anton Daniels, 413@gmail.com. We're gonna get you together. I'm gonna make sure that you get that toughness in you, because right now you're a little sensitive. You're a little extra. You're a little zesty. Don't be zesty. I love you. I appreciate you. Make sure you tap in with me. Email me. And then we're going to get you scheduled for a Zoom call or a coaching call or a phone call or something, because this is just a bit too much for me. I don't understand it. I don't get it, but maybe you can give me some insight as to why it is that you feel this way. Leave a comment. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm or not. Hit a like for the YouTube algorithm. Subscribe to the channel and then turn on your notifications to know when I go live or I post something new. It's dope. What's going on, big dog? I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.